Well, I'm probably the last person in the world to read this Robert Frost poem, but I found it this morning and was inspired by it and wanted to share some thoughts with you about it. He begins by saying, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent through the undergrowth." So that's part of the experience of being in the body, is just knowing that limitation. You can't travel both roads as one being. And so we look with our discernment, with our intelligence, as far ahead as we can. Oh, if we go that direction, where does it go and how does it turn out? And we still can't quite tell, based on what's available to us, what's close in and familiar. We make our decision and go forward. Then I took the other, and just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. So he's talking about the paths, which one to take. And he looked at the ones and saw one that was really pretty well worn, although neither one of them recently taken. So there was no clear identifier as far as which one should be taken or which one the most recent person had taken. So the decision was all his. And in our spiritual life, in our day-to-day, the paths that we take, at every decision that we make, to use our buddhi and look and see, where does this go and how does this turn out? And look around and gather all of the information we can to make a sober and upright decision about where we're going. He says, I kept the first for another day, But he says here immediately, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. And so knowing, you can't have it all ways. You have to choose the best of the ways and go forward. And you don't look back. You keep your eyes where you are. You keep taking things as they come, and through discernment, making wise decisions about which path to take. I should be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. The two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all of the difference. That's what caught my eye there. Straight is the way, narrow is the gate, the razor's edge, all of these talks about spiritual life, because how difficult it is to disassociate the identity with these attributes, with the body and with the mind. How difficult to withdraw into the self and find love as your pure nature, to find immortality as your true condition, to find your infinity as your true reach. But using the body, using the mind, using the senses, we see this world one path at a time, making one decision at a time. And he said, taking the path less traveled, not going the way of everyone else, not making the popular decisions, the easy decisions, but making unique decisions based on thoughtful contemplation, based on a strong buddhi or intelligence, looking forward to see where they lead, and then making your decision and going forward and not looking back, knowing that where you are is perfect where you are, and from here anything is possible.